When you make a mistake, you learn from it and don't repeat it, right? Well, apparently at Warner Brothers, when you see somebody make a mistake, you repeat it. Hello everyone, this is the RPG Monger, and today we mourn Attack on Titan, since although it's finally getting its second season, it may be completely ravaged by another live-action movie. Now thankfully, as it stands right now, it may not happen. But let's just take a look at this from a more calm standpoint, shall we? Now for those of you who don't know, let me just say this. The last live-action Attack on Titan movie didn't work out so well. It was kind of a complete and utter mess, unsurprisingly. And I'm sure you've heard a lot of people shit on the live-action adaptation of Attack on Titan, and let me just say, they're right. I won't take too much time on this, but let me just say the things that made me the most angry with it. First of all, they barely even tried to stay true to the original story, though with live-action adaptations, I can let that slide a bit, but not to the extent that Attack on Titan took it. Like, they do some shit that straight up contradicts the basic plot of Attack on Titan. Like, there's a baby Titan in the movie, a baby Titan, when it's explicitly stated, even in the movie, that Titans can't reproduce. That scene alone completely ruins all of the mystery surrounding the Titans. Oh, and did I mention there are cars in this movie? And Levi got replaced by some crappy edgy character. And don't even get me started on the quote-unquote CG of Titan Eren. I don't even want to go there. So let me just read this article. Maybe things aren't as bad as they seem. Deadline reports that Warner Brothers is currently in the talks for the live-action rights to Hajime Isayaba's seminal Attack on Titan franchise. The plans allegedly involve a Western remake of the two-part live-action movie that was released in Japan in 2015. Itself a loose adaptation, you could say that again, of the opening arcs of Isayama's manga about the surviving remnants of the human race living in a walled-off enclave of cities and towns to protect themselves from giant human-devouring humanoid beings called Titans. Fantastical Beasts and Where to Find Them's producer, David Heyman, is allegedly attached to the project, should the rights be secured. Now this could be good, because I haven't seen that movie, but I've heard many good things about it. So that lightens the mood just a little bit. While the popularity of Attack on Titan has waned a bit since its true peak, you can say that again, we've been waiting for the anime for like 4 years now. It's still one of the biggest Japanese properties around, so it makes sense that Warner Brothers would be interested in trying to get its hands on the movie making rights. Whether it'll be worth it by the time a Western Attack on Titan movie comes out, however, it remains to be seen. Alright, now luckily, this is just a consideration and not the real deal just yet, but this begs the question. If America made a completely separate Attack on Titan live-action movie, would it be any better? In my opinion, 3 out of 4 live-action anime movies are absolute messes most of the time, which honestly worries me since there are a lot of live-action anime movies coming out this year, some of which may not be the worst thing ever because, in my opinion, half of what can ruin these movies, and what for sure crippled the Attack on Titan live-action movie, is one simple thing: CG. Now this is not always the case because let's take the real-life live-action movie. That, for example, could very well work since that doesn't really require any CG at all, if just a decent makeup job. So with slice-of-life anime like that, I welcome live-action adaptations, since what's the worst that can happen? Though mess with the story too much and it becomes less of an adaptation and more of an interpretation. But for my sake, I remain hopeful. Hopeful that Warner Brothers either A, decides against doing this after its predecessor's failure, or B, they somehow correct their predecessor's mistakes and make a more faithful adaptation. Either way, we can only hope for the best. Oh, and don't forget, we'll have to deal with this coming on this summer too. So maybe Warner Brothers trying to remake the Attack on Titan live-action movie will be the least of our worries. But anyways, spread the news. I haven't really seen anyone talk about this, and I'm a bit late to it, I know, so maybe they have at this point, but even then. I hope this video informed you, and if you like these kinds of videos, do subscribe if you'd like. And today's cool thing of the day is Attack on Titan's second season coming out in spring 2017. And PS, this isn't my main video for the week, I just had to get this out there. So that being said, I'm the RPG Monger, and don't forget that each and every one of you are fantastic.